Hi, good evening, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Comptia certification A+. Okay, and as far as go the PC technology, PC tech, there's some career path. Okay, we talk about the A+ certification course here. Okay, so in this chapter we talk about the troubleshooting the PCs. Okay. You're going to get some skill set how to troubleshooting, okay, and then also Comptia A certifications, the why is important, okay, and then how to become an A+ certifications tech. There are a lot of certification going on. If you are automobile industry, there's an ASE, right? Okay. And then if you're accountant, there's a CPA. As far as PC tech goes, okay. So I know computer very well, okay. Then how do you know your customer or clients know you? How can the customer trust you that you can bring in and then you can touch my computer systems or servers?
Experience.
Okay, how do I know you got the experience?
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth. Okay, that's a good example. How about the other stuff?
Certification.
Yeah, certification. This is my my past experience. Almost 20 years ago, okay? When I came to United States, I have an English barrier, right? And then only Korean people get the job they're looking for was two industry. One is CPA industry, financial, because Korean people play the numbers, right? And the other is the computer industry, which is a programmer, because it doesn't require a lot of talking and the conversations, okay? And even though I'm graduate the business administrations, when I came here I started a new career, okay? Computer industries, okay? Starting with the Novell network, okay? So the only way that I can improve my skill set about the computer, right? That time I know the power user level. Okay, I'm thinking you are the power user level, I guess. Okay, on and off.
Maybe.
Maybe.
About.
About.
I would say yes.
Do you know how to put the IP address on the computer?
Yes.
Okay, how do you move the cursor around the between the IP field and the IP field?
Using the cursor. Like
cursor.
Using the
keystroke, left to right key.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use the left to right keys. What if other key do you know you can move around?
In command prompt, or
no, it's just between environments. You put the IP address.
just
the
tab
key.
tab key.
There you go. The reason I asked this because I wasn't power user either, because I just graduated college and then I know what I do is just like that time there's no MS Office suite, alright? So
Computer was pretty new. Wasn't like 20 years ago like DOS?
DOS generations.
Yeah, generation.
My DOS generations really come out Windows 95. Anyway, I started Novell Network and then I'm trying to find a job and it's hard to find it. And someone suggests me to study computer certifications. So someone recommended the Novell. At the time, Novell is very popular, right? So there's a CNA and then CNE. So I studied the CNA first, okay? I study and then I passed the exam. And then there's only one exam, by the way. It's like MCP right now, and now it's changed to MCTS, but there's only one exam required. So I passed it. I updated my resume. I sent out the resumes. No response. Okay. And because I have no computer background and the experience histories. As you know, in America, they need the experience. They're looking for the experience rather than certifications. So all my computer experience is college, that's all. Okay, and the back time, there's no Korean companies, IT companies, so I cannot even be non-paid work. I'm willing to it, but there's no opportunities, Anyway, so I study the CNE. It takes about another 5-6 separate exam you have to take to become the CNEs. 312. So finally, I took the CNEs and then passed all the exam with the fail success several times. I spent a lot of money for that. And after I got the CNE, and then I sent out the resumes, and then I got a job offer one time, and then it's MCI. I may not know the MCI. It's a phone companies back in the East Virginia, back there. And MCI.
What do they do?
There's a phone company, telephone, like a CenturyLink and AT&T,
Verizon, Comcast.
Verizon, but this is a PSTN line, the landline phone companies. So I got the job for MCI, and then I started supporting the users. And then one of the field is put the IP address in there. And then, because I am the only paper CNE, I only got to, study the theories, not the hands-on experience. And the MCI users, they're all power users. They know more than I do. They knew. So, and then my manager asked me to bring the, printer cable, the serial printer cable. Do you know what the serial printer cable is? Are you sure?
When I was in elementary school, we had an old computer that had the printer. Isn't it this? Let's see.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are the same as I. I brought the cable, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only one I know is a printer cable. But that is not the serial printer cable. That's a parallel printer cable. So I couldn't survive on the organizations. They let me go about after 2-3 weeks later. Okay. So anyway, the reason I emphasize to tell my story is certification. Why the certification is important. Okay. So I just got to the United States, and then I don't have any computer backgrounds, no experience. Okay. Only way that I can represent myself to American company that I'm able to read, and then I'm able to perform the basic computer fundamental, and then deal with the servers. Okay. So that's why I can start with the entry level. Okay. Without the certification, that during the certification courses, that shows you that you can read, write English, no problem, right? And then you are able to understand the English, and then communicate. I'm not talking about the verbal communications, but at least you can. If you get the paper, the instructions, you can follow that orders. Okay? So, the certifications, it shows the open doors. Okay? That's what I'm talking about here. Okay? It takes a long time to tell my story, but this is the open doors. Okay, definitely. If you change your career or something like that, and the quickest way you can get to IT industry, try to get the certifications. Show your enthusiasm, okay? Make sure you are serious about the IT industries, okay? And then I study, put in my effort, okay? And I know the stuff now, okay? So that opens the door, okay? And then it helps you to your resume notify your prospect employers, okay? So you put the resume, your name, and then highlight your certifications, and then they can see that no certifications. Okay? And then finally, as I said, it helps you land the interview. If you only have a CNA at the time, no interview. But if you have enhanced your skill and the experience to the CNE level, okay, CNE is a Nobel Certified Engineers, okay, that shows you, that brings you job interviews, okay. So if you, I have an intern here. I have several interns, okay, and I'm not lying. I have a proven record here. Those who go through my intern after here, one guy got the contract job in the Microsoft, and then now is a full-time employees, and the other guys is intern work and then contract the Intel companies right now, and then the other guys land up to another companies, the data administrations. Okay, so they took a intern and then they got the certifications. Okay, so he has about 3 to 6 months job experience here, and then certifications, and then I got a good reference to them. Okay, so they pretty good, they starting a good entry level job IT industries. Okay. And then there's a specific vendor certification like HP and the Microsoft certification, system engineers right now, but they changed the different names. Okay. So basically, but this one is HP specific or Microsoft specific. Okay. So there's a general certifications you need. Make sure you understand the computer stuff. Okay. That's why Comptia A+ certifications is here. Okay, so that's why you studying the Comptia A certification now. Okay. So Comptia A certification, what is Comptia A+ certification? It's an industry-wide vendor neutral. Okay, it's not specific HP or Cisco or Microsoft. Okay, so it's an industry-wide. So you can use the Comptia A+ certification to nationwide also, in the international. Okay. And sponsored Comptia A, okay, wide recognitions, okay, and now it's 800,000 more members, okay. And who's Comptia is a non-profit organizations, okay, and then there are a lot of certificate. Comptia is offered another certification like A+, NEL+, and Security Plus, okay. You can have more information about the Comptia.org website, okay. So this is a Comptia exam. So far as the Comptia exams, okay. Stop there.